Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday, April 3rd presentation of our amazing company, APLGO. You're here because you're either curious or you're curious again. So, a lot of great things happening in this company. I'm the executive coach and sales trainer and leader of this company to help the company grow and mentor the community to get better and better at what they're doing. And so I love this company. And why I want to say something is because I worked with so many companies. And why I love this company, there are many, many reasons. It's a very solid company for 13 years in business around the world. The United States and Canadian community is growing and expanding. The product is incredible. I'm actually using it and I'm loving it. The marketing is amazing. But most important is the people in this company. They're all committed, they're loving, they're kind, they're smart, they're hungry to bring this message to the world, to help people to be healthier and happier and wealthier. So you're absolutely in the right place at the right time with this amazing group of people. So for the next 20, 30, 40 minutes, I want you to pay attention to the amazing Ruth presenting you a beautiful opportunity to join us right in a phase where we're in massive momentum leading up to our 5th anniversary event at the end of April. So welcome and thank you for being here and looking forward to connecting with you. Ruth, take it away.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you, Esther, so much. Well, guys, welcome. I am just honored and humbled to be here, and we are going to have a good time tonight. But I want you to grab a pen and a paper to take notes because I tend to talk very fast. Julia knows that for sure. I have an important disclaimer that I want to share with you. I am not a medical doctor, and I am not going to make any medical or financial claims tonight. Any testimonies that you see are based on individual results and can vary. Each person needs to do their own homework. Always check with a healthcare provider or preferably a nutritionist before starting anything new. And all information presented tonight is based on verifiable evidence and research. It is not my personal opinion. It is not speculation. And we have all the supporting documents available for you. But I want to give you a warning. This presentation may cause excessive wellness and financial independence, and side effects may include smiling. So get your smiles on. Let's get going. What is it in your life? What is the biggest frustration that you have right now? Is it something that is a health issue, a wealth issue, maybe a relationship issue? Maybe you have decided, like many people, that your retirement is just not going to cut it. Well, tonight I am here to tell you and be a testament to the fact that you can write your own story, you can live your own dream, and time waits for no one. And I learned that the very hard way, like some of you have. In fact, my name is Ruth Main, as Esther told you. And on August 28th of 1993, my life changed forever. Now, how many of you, Kelly and Jim, and so many of you thought you had your life planned out, right? When you were in your early 20s. I know Julia had her life all planned out, including right down to the man she was going to marry. We all do that. But what we don't understand is that life changes in the blink of an eye because life happens. And with me, it had to do with my children. On August 28th of 1993, I was a rescue diver on Lake Washington, and my pager went off saying it was 911. Long story short, I got to a phone and found out that my oldest daughter had fallen off of our swing in our yard. I'm thinking broken arm, broken leg, right? No, traumatic brain injury to the point that she was not breathing. They had to resuscitate her several times, and she was airlifted to a hospital in Seattle where I saw her for just a minute. These pictures were taken 2 months and 2 days after that accident, the day she woke up out of her coma against all medical odds. I had a 13-year-old body with an infant child, and we had to start from scratch. But you know, God is good, and the brain is amazing. And I was just getting over that. I lived off savings. You know, I was at the hospital all day, which was 2 hours away. And as a mom, I could not touch or talk to my child in a coma because our bond is so close with our kids that she could feel me and her blood pressure would go up. So 2 years later, after she woke up and she was in rehab, my youngest daughter, Jessica, at age 5, was diagnosed with cancer. And that was kind of the breaking point in my life. I ended up $3.2 million in medical debt. My husband left. They were trying to repossess my car, but GMAC, God bless them, couldn't find my truck. I'm not proud of that. I hid it in my neighbor's garage. You know, you do what you have to do when you're faced with things like that. But God blessed me because both of my kids survived. In fact, Jessica just celebrated her 35th birthday, and she's absolutely incredible. Melissa will be 45 in June, and she lives in her own little world. You know, she gets by, and we have to deal with things every now and again, but she's here and she's functioning. And I tell you all of this just to say that we all have stuff that comes up in our life that can derail us. And that's exactly what happens. And many times we allow that stuff to derail us. Tonight, I'm here to say we have to own our journeys. We have to rise above our challenges. My mother always told me, I don't care what is going on in your life. You get up, you put one foot in front of the other, no matter how small the step is. So I decided to get my life back. And I jumped into this wonderful industry that we call direct sales. And I will tell you, it changed my life. I crawled out of $3.2 million in medical debt. I got my life back. And I was bound and determined that nobody was going to box my children or me into this little, you're going to be broke, your kids aren't worth nothing. And Mama Bear came out, and I did get my life back. You know, I remember when I took direct sales seriously in some of these pictures of the result of that, I made $800 and some change the first month. And I thought I was a billionaire. The next month, I made $15,000, guys. I met my husband, my new husband, during all of this. We've been together over 20 years now. And for those of you that watch TV, up in the upper left, yes, that's Minnie and Monica Beats from Gold Rush. They pulled into a gas station next to us and wanted to pet our dogs, and so we got to take pictures with them. Have I made a lot of money? Yes, but I'll tell you what's most important to me. I have made relationships all over the world with people that I have watched their kids grow up. They've watched my kids grow up, and we love each other truly. I decided to be the architect of my destiny, and I want you to do the same. I want you to promise me tonight that you're going to dream bigger. You're going to take action with what I am showing you here tonight so that you can enjoy those rewards. Isn't that what we all want? Is the reward of working hard. Now, I am here to tell you, you can start a business. And this is what was a lifesaver for me because I was broke, for just $25 a year. A legitimate business that will transform your passion into profit. Oh, but wait a minute. We're with APLGO. Right now, it's free to join. Where can you start a business for free, folks, that has no income cap on it at all? Tonight, I am introducing you to APLGO, a world of opportunities for you and your family. The question remains, or is begged to answer, are you ready to rewrite your future? So let's talk about APLGO. Your entrepreneurial journey begins right now. This company started in 2011 at 11:11 a.m. It was founded by Sergey Kulikov and his wife, and he was just a ripe old age of 23. 2 years in, he decided he had to manufacture his own products because he couldn't get the quality of product that he wanted. So tonight, I'm going to be showing you not only how to make a lot of money, but how to have top tier products that nobody can even come close to. And when I did my research, some of the things that I looked at were, is the company debt free? This company's been debt free since day one. And the biggest thing that I get asked from most people is, who manufactures your products? You see, most products are manufactured by 3 or 4 companies out there. We do our own. You don't have to worry about cross-contamination, and we do not manufacture for anybody else. Now, let's talk a little bit about money, because that's important. Without money, we can't live. Some people are afraid to talk about it, but I will tell you, it was the lifeline that saved my life, literally, and my kids' lives, because I couldn't provide for them without money. I've been in a few companies around this industry. I have consulted with 14 companies just because of my math skills. And I will tell you, when I saw this comp plan, I couldn't believe it. In fact, Tina Malsom will tell you, I demanded to talk to the owner because I couldn't believe he was paying out this much money. I thought it was just couldn't happen. And other company owners that I have shown this comp plan to go, Ruth, if I paid that kind of money out, I'd go broke. And who else pays you up to 74% for your customers? Nobody does. So to think that I was gobsmacked, I really was. I was like, this is going to be the best thing since peanut butter and jelly. And that's exactly what it has turned out to be. We have several ways that you can earn money: upfront money and long term income. Both of those are important. That upfront money keeps you going until you grow that long term income. But I'll tell you one of the things, I don't have time to go through them all, but one of the things that really struck me is when you join APL, you get to decide on day one whether you want to be paid 10% upfront or 30% upfront or anything in between. Do you know most other companies out there are going to pay you 10%? They don't care what you do. That's all you're going to get paid. Here, you have a choice on how you want to get started. Let's talk about our luscious lozenges. We have 19 different products that you can choose from based on your health and your budget. And I love that. When people try to tell you that there is one pill or potion or lotion out there that will fit all of your health needs, that is just not true. There is no one product that can fix everything. So when people say to me, why do you have 19 products? I say, well, if you have high blood pressure, do you need something for IBS? Probably not. So you get to pick the products that work best for you. Nature's healing power goes directly to your cells with these products. That is because of our Accumulate SA technology. Now, that is a fancy word and nobody's ever heard about it, but I love using it because nobody's ever heard about it. What it does, it is unlocks the enhanced nutrition and makes your cells absorb that nutrition, unlike digesting other products. This promotes optimal cellular well-being, so this means you can be healthier. It harnesses the power of nature and the strength of those botanicals. You know, there's an old saying, when you give the body what it needs, it will create miracles for you. And some of us on this call, many of us on this call, have seen that firsthand, myself included. You can experience all these benefits in one delicious little tiny convenient lozenge, and you just pop a drop in your mouth and suck on it. I love that because I don't know about you. How many of you on here, Kelly, hate taking pills and capsules that you can't choke down, right? We all have that problem. So what this does is address your body's needs, but also it gives your taste buds what they desire. Instant nutrition with instant results in many cases. No pills, no shakes, just our luscious lozenges. And that is what caught my attention when I first started. I was like, there's no way this sweet tasting, good little candy is going to help my health. But 4 days later, I wasn't walking without my cane. And many people on here saw me with that. Let's look at some of the stories. This is my friend Terry. In fact, I think I saw him come on here. Terry has lost about 160 pounds now. Now, this took him about 15 months. He lost it healthfully. No restrictive diet, no gym, no hard workouts. He started walking as he could and upped that as he could. And he drank a lot of water and just took our luscious lozenges all day long. But that is not the end of Terry's story. You see, 10 years ago, Terry was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. And in June of last year, these are his medical records, by the way. In June of last year, his heart effraction rate was just 16%. He was headed for heart transplant. Even though he was losing weight, his heart just was not working correctly. He started losing weight with our lozenges. He started eating a little bit healthier. And in January of this year, his heart effraction rate jumped from 16% to 34% and 39% under stress. Do you think he sold on our product? 100%. And if you haven't heard his testimony, for those of you that are going to see us in Arizona, you'll get to see him firsthand. My friend Karen, she's been bald for over 20 years. And that's not good for women in society, right, ladies? We get made fun of, et cetera, et cetera. She didn't go anywhere without a wig. She started on our products, and look at that smile on her face. After just 6 months on BTY, her hair was down past her ears. It's now down to the middle of her back, and she has bangs. Now, you can also see she lost weight. She also had some issues with COPD that she saw some amazing results with. I don't know if Kelly Bauer's on here today, but I'm waiting to hear her story back from her trip recently. See, she started on our lozenges and she has lost 60 pounds now. And she just recently, in fact, she may still be in Florida on the beach with her family. And isn't it wonderful, ladies, when we can say we feel confident, we feel strong, and we feel sexy again? Those words kind of go out the window as we get older, and it's wonderful to empower women and men to feel that way again. How about PTSD, anxiety, or stress? They're no match for our lozenges. And I will tell you, my friend Deb jumped in on this opportunity and she shared Relax and Happy with a friend only because she made a phone call. She just had it on her heart to call Gary one day. Gary's been suffering from PTSD since Vietnam. He had it under control. 2 summers ago, it got out of control. He went to the VA. They gave him antidepressants. We all know the stated side effects of the antidepressants, and he was suicidal. Debbie put her husband Norman in the car, drove over an hour with these two products, and you guys can read right there in red exactly what she got back. This is a text message that Deb got back from Gary's wife. Within an hour of taking our products, he felt like himself again. I could go through testimony after testimony for hours on these products and the income and the way it has changed everybody's lives. But you kind of get the picture. It doesn't matter if you have gut issues, allergies, blood pressure, blood sugar. Look at my friend Sherry here. I love doing this. These are pictures before we started this company. And in December of 2024, a bunch of us OGs, originals, Julia's shaking her head. Yes, we took before and afters. Just being on our products, we all look 10 years younger. Look at Tina and Kelly, my sponsors, down in the right lower corner there. They look amazing. And then, my God, my goodness, Tuesday. I love Tuesday. Everybody loves Tuesday. But her dogs suffer from anxiety. How many of you have pets that get anxious or have allergies? Well, guess what? Our lozenges are great for your pets. In fact, when my pets, Luna and Kira, hear that foil, they come running. So it doesn't matter if your pets have allergies, anxiety, arthritis, digestion issues, performance, or overall health. We have a lozenge for them as well. So what are these little DNA drops? Well, they are 100% plant-based. So there's nothing else in them except the plant DNA and those negative ions. Now, remember, I told you I was going to give you scientific proof. Go to WebMD when you get off of here and look up negative ions. You're going to see a plethora of health benefits for your body. The plant DNA contains over 80 superfoods, 1,000 different phytonutrients, micronutrients, bioflavonoids, and antioxidants. And some of them have instant results that you will see. Arthritis pain resolving, allergies, blood pressure, blood sugar, better mood, less stress, better sleep. I could go on and on and on. But they also are working at that subcell level, actually correcting issues in your body, which I love. Accumulate SA is the best. Now, that's a pretty bold statement, but I can prove it to you. We have over 30 certifications, including kosher, halal, organic, non-GMO, beyond organic, gluten-free, and what else can you say about them? When a company has that many certifications on their products, it makes you sit up and take notice. They absolutely have nothing artificial in them at all, from color, flavors, or sweeteners. No soy and no dairy either. They have published peer-reviewed papers on 8 of our products right now. They're infused with those negative ions. They're absorbable, so there's no waste because you just simply suck on them. They taste like candy. Many of them have instant results. They're affordable, and they have a money-back guarantee. Then we have our terahertz medallion. Now, many of you saw me in Moldova, and we saw each other. Instant results with this. Better balance, better strength, better energy, and not one of us had jet lag. And I was just told there's a pop-up special on this. We're trying to verify that. But guys, it's only $110. Is it available retail? Not yet, because we can't keep it in stock. But this has not only terahertz, it has scalar energy, Schumann resonance, and negative ions. So there is a plethora of health benefits for that as well. So what does it take to be successful? Well, it takes a unique product line. I would submit to you tonight that I have shown you probably the most unique product line that you will ever see in direct sales of any kind. It takes a generous and fair compensation plan. We pay out 63%. That's 2 to 2.5 times more than any company will pay you. And then we have a system that allows even the newest person to duplicate success. And I call it the LL effect. And that's our lozenge and Luna effect. This is an APL exclusive. Our lozenges restore and sustain your health, and Luna helps you launch your financial future. She's available 24/7 to you to answer any questions and give you guidance. We have a built-in lead generation and lead management system. And Luna is trained not only on everything like ChatGPT and all the others, but she is specifically trained on APL's products, our compensation plan, our rules and regulations, so she keeps you compliant as well. Do you have to work? Absolutely. Is it much simpler than other companies? Absolutely. So tonight, I'm inviting you to unleash your potential. Discover the game-changing trifecta that APL offers: our superior product, an unparalleled compensation plan, and truly a duplicatable system that does pave the way for your success. APL is a bright, dynamic company. It is a one-of-a-kind company that stands heads and shoulders above anything else out there. And let me just say this: success is not a secret, folks. It's a system. APL provides the system. You get to write your success story. Do you like to travel? Many of you see this picture, you're going, Greece is on my bucket list. Well, every single one of you can come travel the world with us. We've been on some amazing trips. And this Greece trip, all of you have the opportunity to earn that. And we're going to have a bunch of fun. But before we get into that, we want to talk about our 5-year anniversary. Can you believe APL's been in the United States and North America for 5 years this July? All the OGs are going, gosh, it's been 5 years already. 5 incredible years, and we're just getting started. This is an event that you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss any event. But my goodness, 5 years. We have got the esteemed Jordan Adler. I can't wait to meet Esther Wildenberg in person and give her a big hug for everything she's doing for this company. And then we have my BA, Mary Esther Gilbert. And bring your books, guys. She's going to sign them. Jordan will sign them. Not only that, we are going to have a good time, because if you've ever been to an APL event, you know that we have a good time. You need to start dreaming. You need to start dropping. What do I mean by that? You need to start dropping our lozenges right into your mouth. You need to drop those limiting beliefs that I used to have and many of us used to have. You need to drop yourself into a better life with APLGO. I would like to thank you for allowing me to share a little bit about me and my walk with APL and this amazing company. And I am going to hand it back over to Esther so she can take us home. So Esther, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Ruth. I'm actually excited when I hear you talk. I like it when people talk fast. And I love the testimonials the first time I'm seeing them. And it's like, whoa, like that's really good stuff. Like I see every week new things and I love it. I love it, love it. So very exciting times. We're growing, we're expanding, and what I just shared, we're really in a really nice momentum of growth. So this is absolutely the right time to join us so you can ride the wave of success. You have all the chance and opportunity to join the leadership board and leadership team. We're looking actually for leaders that want to help us grow this business. So you can become an associate and then partner up with leaders and grow with us together. And there's so much possibility and opportunity for you. It's all about timing, and divine timing is that you're here today. You wouldn't be here if this was not for you. So I'm very excited. I'm just going to say welcome to the team and get back to the person who invited you. We have some really great promotions and special offers right now. And in the best world possible, we're going to see you in Arizona, where we're all going to meet in person. And we have incredible things happening there, but will never happen anywhere else. It's just going to happen there. So I'm only going to say up front, tell you up front, what's going to happen in Phoenix stays in Phoenix. Because I know this group. I think we're up for some nice treats and fun activities. So thank you so much for spending time with us. I know your time is very valuable. and you chose to spend it with us tonight. So we're grateful for you. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, and seeing you on the next calls. And thank you, our beautiful community, to be here tonight with us. And I wish you a beautiful evening. And we all say APLGO to the top. I believe this will be the biggest company in the United States, and we're here to do it together. So on that note, together we grow. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.